When I awoke, I was unsure how much time had passed. The world looked different. It looked weathered. I was not sure if I was the only survivor or... No, I must not be. I could remember Thorax's words before he had gone away, and there must be more of my kind around somewhere. The giants must be somewhere. I looked around. I was near two great mountains created by a crashing ship, but I couldn't even see any remnants of the ship. I climbed up to the top of the mountains, possibly the highest places on Earth. I dug out a cave where I could view what was going on. Luckily, I had enough control over the universe where I could still see any place I wanted to on the world. From this place on the mountain, I just started to look, and oh yes, there was a great storm surrounding the land now. I could no longer even see where the center of the universe was. It was swallowed up in a great storm. But I could see in and out of their ships, long, silver, full of giants, sailing about, probably looking for a way back to the skies, but I do not think they ever found it. Some islands on the edge of the storm I could see, masses of kobolds just fighting all the time. Crude, cheap weapons. They appeared as I last saw them. Ah, there, in the distance, a cousin of mine, not coming any closer. All I could think was, Thorax's words must have been true, it looks, but where the Prima? I wondered, where could they be? I don't see them anywhere. Were they strong enough to survive his attack? So I kept looking for thousands of years, and finally I started to see what must have been them, or parts of them, in new beings all over the world. First, in the south, there was a tribe who called themselves the Toss. They seemed to have a great connection to the universe, much like the Prima. However, they did not have the curiosity. But it was interesting watching them in the primitive way, worshipping pools of water and using it to travel in places all over the world. Then in a great island in the inner sea, a group of gnolls, dogmen, but not like the kobolds, larger, stronger, very intelligent. And they seem to be able to make tools much like the Prima. However, they seem more focused on dominating their lands and none on the world beyond. And there were short people in the north called the Lars. And over time I watched them split into two other peoples, the dwarfs and gnomes. And they migrated all over the world, and I could see a bit of the Prima in them too, but not all of it. It appeared they just shattered. Ah, there, in the plains of the west, goblins. Clever, short, thin people. Big, big eyes. On the plains in the middle, orcs, and it's very sad lots stuck right in the middle of everything. Near a great river. Their numbers were insignificant. But then, over time, their numbers started to grow. I somehow think Bork was involved, but I could not see that. And their numbers grew faster, and in their interactions, their people started to move up north towards the arm of the world, and down south towards the Toss, and out east towards the goblins, and intermixing with orcs the whole time. And the longer they stayed, the less the other races were there. Yes, that's the thing that the other races are missing. They can't adapt. They seem stuck in their worlds, and this new group, the humans, seem much more apt at adapting, whether genetically through reproduction or in learning slowly but steadily. So all of them must have been the Prima. I could not explain it. I do not know it, but I knew it in my heart.